And another thing, promise this video is gonna be less silly than the previous two that I made. But that's me. I can be very silly, and y'all ain't see nothing. Trust me. But one of the things that I wanted to share to extend this whole friendship thing, specifically with my new friend, because we were doing the audio messaging back and forth. We do that a lot while she's at work and I'm at home with these kids. um, just a piece of what we talked about. Like, I am safe to share things with her and it not turn into something unrelated and about the other person. When I say and refer to friendships being one-sided, because that's my experience. Okay, this is my truth. Okay, because I know that these friends probably have a different, distorted um, version of why we don't talk no more. But that's cool. Again, I went through the emotions, not mad. It is what it is. Not mad anymore, because truthfully, I was mad. I was sad. I was all of the things. Because when I am a friend to someone, when I love someone, and I take it seriously, you can't tell me otherwise. Like, I'm more likely to still stand up for that person and all of their mess and all of their greatness. And I think that's what people really love about me, but they just don't tell me and they don't give me the credit for, is that I am that type that will emotionally support you. I'm not going to judge you. I am going to try to help you see some things to help improve you. But that's the kind of friend I am. That's how I show my love, right? But I finally feel safe in this new friendship to share things about me and not feel like it's going to turn back to how she sees it, or just like totally ignore and dismiss what I said. So we were talking earlier about a dream that I had. And it's a dream that, I feel like was appropriate to talk to about her. Now, yes, I am a happily married woman of 10 years now. And, two. And, everything is not meant to be discussed with your spouse. Not saying that I wouldn't talk to him about it. I would definitely talk to him about it. But I'm not going to exactly, explicitly say what I mean, because it ain't none of y'all's business. Okay, I'm trying to make a point. The point is, and I don't expect my husband to tell me every little thing, but that's why you got good friends. Like, I'm a female, and I have the friend that I'm talking about is a female friend, and she has some life experience, just like I have some life experience. We have some things in common, right? So I was able to tell her about this dream that I had, and it opened up this conversation about past relationships or whatever. And it just felt beautiful for her to be able to, first of all, feel comfortable saying it, because I noticed that in past friendships I was not able to even think that it would be okay to say something like this. And I would have to think about it from a perspective of it not being that important to share. And that wasn't fair to me. And I didn't even know that this was a thing when I was in some of these friendships. So it's nothing on them, whatever. Look, life is personal. And what I mean by that, a lot of times when you're going through things with people, it might not be them. It might be you and what you allow more than anything. Not saying that people shouldn't get away with, or should get away with, behaviors that's not right. Or if they do something wrong to you. People make mistakes all the time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for me to not feel safe enough to share something that I needed to express, just like I did today with my friend, all because I didn't think it was about me, and I didn't want to make it about me, and it was private. And if I would have said something, then it wouldn't have been accepted. I shouldn't have to feel like that. That's when it becomes an issue of it being one-sided, because a healthy friendship relationship should be back and forth. It should be mutual energy, mutual safety, mutual love. It shouldn't be just falling on one person where you're left to carry the relationship. That's not cool. We don't do that over here no more. But I didn't realize that that's how I was thinking back then. But I definitely have my boundaries in place now. And we don't play that around here. We don't play that around here, because at the end of the day, I go through things. I've gone through a lot, and it's good to talk to people about it. And no, you don't always have to talk to your partner or your spouse about every little thing, because sometimes it's not helpful. It's not helpful. We can talk about that another day. But anyway, it just felt great. And for her to acknowledge things that I was saying, for her to understand where I was coming from, because I was making connections. When I had the dream, You know, you're not supposed to take your dreams literal, especially if they shock you. You'd be like, whoa, what you doing in my dream? Because it was one of them situations. Like, I have nothing with this person. I ain't had nothing with this person. I ain't seen that person, you know, and it like ain't had nothing with this person since I was a child. So it's just like, what is you doing? Like, what is happening here? See, sometimes you just gotta see past that and see why your subconscious is trying to get you to understand and see something and get the lesson out of it, because that's what it was. And I needed to talk that out, and I was able to talk that out with my friend, and it felt good because I was not always able to do that in a lot of my friendships. And you know, I have some good friends or whatever that I don't talk to all the time, but like this friend, we talk regularly, and it feels great. And we see each other regularly, and it be on some straight up fun times, laughing, joking. But anyway, I'm excited. You know, let me be excited. Yes, I'm almost 40. I could be excited to have a new friend, okay? And I'm sharing this for you, whoever this is listening, and you're getting something from it, because again, this conversation and this topic made me a believer in it is okay to have friends when you're older and to make new friends when you're older. I don't think that you should really, even if you're feeling like hurt about what has happened with old friends or whatever, it's about what you believe, whatever you put in your head. If you put in your head that it's hard, it's gonna be hard. But if you put in your head like, okay, that's not cool, let me focus on, you know, maybe why I kept having these same friends and, you know, clinging to people who are like the way that they are, you know, wanting to be all about them. Like, it might be deeper than that. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right.